everyone, it's Elaine here with Sweet Stampin' Live. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you're here, would love for you to say hi, let me know that you're here and where you're from. I'm here in San Jose in the Bay Area of California, and I have been a demonstrator with Stampin' Up for almost 22 years, can't believe it, and been stamping for about 24 years. And I'm so excited because I have a lot of fun things to show you today. I have the brand new 2 kits today. I was able to get them. And also the beautiful gallery suite and how to use it and make some really creative cards with it. Hey Joan, hey Mercy, and Melanie, thank you guys for joining. I'm also going to talk about the Stampin' Up! BOGO sale. It's a little tricky, so I'm going to explain it and hopefully you will understand it so that you can maximize your savings with it. So make sure to stay tuned for that. I'm just gonna refresh all of my pages. Sorry, my light is in the way. And there we go. And then now let's refresh this one. Okay, refresh. Okay, all right, so scroll down here and see. Okay, there we go. Got that one and I got this one. Sorry, it's a little bit hard with, I have so much equipment here. I've got like 4 lights and a stand and my computer and of course my iPad here in front of me. But really fun kit that dropped today called the Pop-Up Pals kit. And it kind of looks like a kitty kit, but it's really cute. I'm gonna get one for my daughter. And we're gonna quickly make some of the cards today because they're super easy and fast and they are really, really fun. So I'm gonna get started with this kit first, then I'll do the raffle. Then I'll talk about the other kit, which is Make a Memory Kit, a scrapbooking kit. I'm gonna show you the things that you will receive if you're doing the virtual scrapbooking in July. You just need to purchase the kit. It's $250 and you're into the 3-day event. So, lots of things to do and show you. So let's go ahead and go here and show you this fun Pop-Up Pals kit. So let's see, I'll put it right there. Okay, so we've got 4 cards. First one is the monkey one. It's your birthday, go bananas. And you've got this monkey in here. I'm not sure if I folded him correctly. I'm trying to check that. I don't know if this is mountain and this is, yeah, I think that's what it is. Mountain and, ugh. Okay, because then he fits in there. Oh, it's kind of bulky. Okay, maybe not, because his arms are like, whoop, whoop. Okay, so maybe we'll go like that. No. Okay. So I think it was how I had it before. Valley, mountain, and a little bit of his hand and banana sticks out. I wonder why they let it stick out. But there are these cute envelopes. And let's see if it fits. It does look a little deep. Nope, nope, nope. Okay, so it's showing here that it does stick out. So I'm not sure how to get that in an envelope. But let's take a look at the other ones. Okay, so we have the rhino one. So we have the rhino one. It has a cute front. And then it has the leaves. So we're just going to attach this part flat because there's already going to be a little bit of bulk to it when we add the piece inside. Okay, so we've got 2 rhino pieces here. And these are folded up and it's telling me to put the adhesive on. Okay. I think it goes on here. I'm pretty sure it does. Okay, and I'm just gonna use this adhesive. What do you guys think? Ooh, tornadoes. Connie, watch out, be careful. Okay, so we're just going to attach this exactly where the other horns are. And then, oh, it's this piece right here that I was kind of wondering about. Okay, so, and then it folds like that. And then let's see, it's gonna go like that to create the mouth. How cute is that? A chomping rhino. Happy birthday, here's a chomping rhino. Rhinoceroses are fairly dangerous. I'm not sure if that's the right way. I don't think this is the right way. Because if I go like that, how in the heck is it gonna open? Oh, it's gotta go this way. That's what I forgot. Okay, so that should work now. And then we put, there's another spot where I see the tab can go. Oh boy. Ah, it works. Okay, and this one says, your dynamite. So I'm just gonna cut the little tabs off. Isn't this cute? I think it's cute. I think it's really fun. I think adults and kids can have lots of fun with this kit. And even teenagers. My daughter's a teenager and I think she's gonna have fun with this kit and giving these cards to our friends because it's just super fun. Okay, so that's our rhinoceros. Ah, that is fun. Okay, and then that gets an envelope. Put that over there. Okay, next one is the doggy one. So cute. Okay, and then this gets put down. Oh, I want to cut it a little bit because I want to see more of that design. So you don't have to follow the kit. You can be a kit, what should I call it? A kit. You can design it on your own. So 4.5-ish. 4.5-ish. So we're just gonna trim off a tiny bit here. And then this is about 3. So, and this is 3 3/4. So we'll cut off 1/4 each side. Okay, I feel like that's better. Yes, I like that better. I don't like covering up the design when I don't have to. Okay. Oh, did I get it wrong? It's a triceratops. You're right, it's a triceratops. Happy birthday, Chomp Chomp. Why did I think it was a rhinoceros? I don't know. Maybe it's because one of my favorite Christmas songs is, how does it go? Let's see. I want a rhino. No. Oh, that's hippopotamus. Ugh. Okay. For Christmas. Okay, so this, you open it up, and right here we've got the cat and the dog. So we'll fold that, and we'll put some tear and tape. It comes with tear and tape, and that's probably good to use the tear and tape. And you know, these cards will go together really fast. Super cute. And no worries if you did the glue over, you can just fold it back in. And so if you went too long, you can just fold that back in. Okay, so, oh, which way does it go? This way? Okay, let's look at the instructions. Okay, instructions. So it goes this way. Okay, and then let's go ahead and fold it. And then I think it'll go in the right place. No, I don't think I did that right. Because you need to get the fold right in that fold right there. Okay, so let's do this one then. In the fold. Okay, so now this one hopefully should work. Ooh, it did. Cuteness. And then there's a cat in here somewhere. There she is. Kitty cat. And we'll pop her up too. Tiny, tiny bits of tear-in tape here. Kit Innovator, I like it. Kit Innovation. Kit Alterator, that doesn't sound good. Okay, here's the little kitty cat. Super cute. Okay, so I'm gonna put one tab. Okay, let's do the fold. Foldy fold. I'm not sure, because the tab looks like it's going like this. Okay. And then we'll just fold that. And there! Oh my gosh, that's so cute. The kitties and the dog. And then this one says, "You're my best friend." Super cute. And of course, you don't have to use these sayings. You could do a thank you card, or I think a happy birthday card would be super fun. You could do a happy birthday card with these. Just stamp your own sentiment. Ah. My nail broke. Don't you hate it when your nail breaks? It broke. And then I smashed this one in a drawer a while ago. You might have noticed that previously, and I've been letting that grow out. So not that nice to my fingers and hands. Okay, and the last but not least, and my favorite, oh, I forgot the horns for the rhinoceros. We'll do is the unicorn. So here's the unicorn and the front of the card. So pretty. And have a magical birthday. So let's cut off the little tabs again. Tabs. Okay, tab there. And tab there. And thank you. Pretty. Okay, let's show your nails here. My daughter just got her nails done for graduation. Look how pretty. You like it? Mm-hmm. Yeah? I think so. Good. Okie dokie. So magical birthday. I like this one a lot. Okay, so let's see how this unicorn goes in here. Okay, so it says something there and it says something here. Okay. Not crease paper. Yes, creasing paper. And I don't know where the other horn went. Maybe I'll cut another one. But the unicorn one, that seems more tricky. So do you put that down? It looks like you put that down. And then the wing goes on here. Oh yes, the wing does, because I see two cut pieces here. So the wing goes like that. Wow, that's really 3D. Very 3D indeed. Okay, and then that gets stuck down. I think the tail, let's see. It doesn't show where to stick the unicorn. So I'm guessing you stick it there. And then how does this fold? Does it fold like that? Yeah, and then you stick it to the other side. Right there. Okay, so it's gonna be kind of like that. Ta-da! I'm not gonna fiddle daddle with that one right now, but I hope you got a sense of how fun these cards are. Let's do the rhino. Does it go there? Why does the rhino have, oh no, it goes here? Okay. Yeah, we'll find the other horn. Otherwise, it will look strange if it's one-sided. So I'm just gonna put, not a pin, but I'm just gonna tack that down and we'll save that for later. But hopefully that was fun to see this little kit. Okay, and we will do the little spinny raffle. Let's put this aside. For some of the cards, I made last week with the paper pumpkin kit. That was super fun. I hope you guys enjoyed that. So let's go to the wheel, and then open that, and then we can go here and we will clicky click to spin, and let's see who we've got. Tiff, oh, Joan, just barely. Okay, Joan, let's write this down. And Joan, you get to pick which one you want here. So let me know which one you want. Do you want the one with the pieces or the one with the boat? So let me know what you think here. Okay. Whoop. And I'm gonna write Joan, and you tell me which one you would like, and I'll stick it on there for you. Okay, the boat. Nice. Okay, so that is coming to you. Okay, so now I'm gonna show you the other kit. Okay, and it's a 12 by 12, and it comes with these pieces here. Oh, I shouldn't have put it in one with a thing because it just tore my paper, but I can hide that. So one-sided, so all these fun designs that you can use for cards or for scrapbooking, grids, polka dots. That one's cute, the lined paper, and all of those. And then here is the guide to show you some possibilities of pages you can put together. And then you get a lot of pages, so you can cut these up to be elements on your pages, the lines. And then this is a very nice background page here, nice and thick. And then we've also got all of these elements ready to pop out. Wow, these are really easy to pop out. Ding, ding, ding. And some tags and banners. Woo! So fun, fun, fun. I'm gonna decide what adventure I'm gonna use this for. What adventure should I use this one for? Okay. I have so much scrapbooking I want to do. Okay, so that's all those. And here's another page. There's lots and lots of pages. Oh, here's another one. This looks like a similar one. And these are nice and thick. And wow, lots of different patterns. Super thick. Okay, and I feel another one coming. Ooh, super cute. Flowers, a typewriter, camera, and a bike. And then some words, self-adhesive, and some leaves, self-adhesive. So really amazing kit. And everything is in there. You just need some adhesives and just go for it. So that's on my list to do. Okay, and then now, really quick, the items from the, I tried, the virtual scrapbooking. So this is a new event for Stampin' Up, and they are going to be having a virtual scrapbooking event in July. And I got the kit. It's $250, and you get the kit, and that gets you into the event. So they have everything already all cut up, which is really nice. And so this is project 9. It's all labeled nicely. And then project 10 and 11 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so there's 2 through 8 and 11. So I'm missing 1. And then these are the stamp sets. So you get quite a few stamp sets that you can put in a case. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and some embellishments and some flip flaps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Some twine. Placement cards for the photos, and then this is for the case. There's 2 of them, month by month. Okay, so I'm gonna put those in a case, but I'll just put these back in here for now, and then I will go through and organize them. But you're getting a lot of materials for your money, plus access to the website. So here are all of your sheets. You get all of the sheets included. And then this is, oh, another sheet. And then you've got the months. That looks like the months. So put that in there. And then you've also got some of these elements here. So some nice big circles and some hearts, probably for Valentine's. Okay. And then some clouds and some other shapes. Super fun. And then, ooh, that's like a resist paper. Wow. And then here's project 1 and project 12. So this is gonna be amazing. To be able to do this together with everybody. And I'm really excited about it. So all you have to do is get the kit, and you don't get an empty case for the stamp sets. You can purchase those, and I have, you know, you might have some lying around. I have a few lying around. So you'll need 2 empty cases for that. Okay, so now the sale. So let's go to the computer and let's go to the Stampin' Up website and let's talk about the sale. So let's go here and let's expand this, and then let's go to customer view and talk about the sale. Okay, so here we go. Shop now. So this is the buy one, get one, 50% off on all suites and suite products until June 30th. Okay, so basically, if you want to get a product suite, you pick your 2 product suites that you want to get, and you make an order just with those 2 that are on sale, and you get, you know, whatever else you want with it. You're gonna have to break these up into separate orders to take advantage of the sale. So let's say you want floral impressions and celebratory sips. So let's go to floral impressions, okay? So here are all the items in the suite, but you want the whole suite. So you're gonna go to the whole suite, and it's $88.50, and you're gonna add that to your cart, okay? Now you're gonna go back to the next one that you want, the celebratory sips, and you're going to go to the suite again, because you wanna start with the suites, because if anything is missing from the suite or sells out, the whole suite will not be available. And getting the suites half off is the best deal. So you want to start with your higher price items. So start with your suites, okay? So this one's $78.75. It's less. It is better to try to get suites that are closer in price, but we're just doing this as a sample. So we're going to add this to the cart, okay? So now we have, it looks like I already have stuff in the cart. Whoopsie doopsie. Woven textures, no. Beautiful bokeh, no. Okay, so we have these two suites. So you can see already that it has taken the less expensive suite, the $78.75, and it has cut this in half. So it's now $39.38, okay? So it says here, offer applied, buy one, get one, half, and it tells you how much you've earned in rewards. And then if you're logged into your account, it will also tell you what your rewards balance is, and you could even use some of that to offset the cost. But for the merchandise subtotal, you want that to be around $75 to $80 right there, so that it takes advantage of the shipping cost. Because if you're below $70, then you're paying the $7.95 minimum for the shipping, even though you don't have over that amount. So it looks like I have to fill all this out, darn dang it, before I get to the shipping. So here's the shipping cost, and then it will calculate your tax, and then that's your amount. But the important thing to take note of is your merchandise total. Like I said, $75 to $80. Does that make sense? Does anybody have any questions about that part? Okay, so now let's say you've placed this order. So we're gonna go ahead and delete these two. Okay, and you would like some paper, and you would like paper from the Florals in Bloom. You can add that, okay? And it'll tell you if the product is part of the sale. Okay, so it just brought me back to shop all products, which I don't want. So I'm gonna come back to this product suites. Here are all, look at all these suites that are available. There's a lot of products, and some of them are on sale because they're last chance products. So you can even double up and get more off. So really cool. Okay, so now I want the Turtly Cute DSP. So I'm gonna come in here, and both of these are $12.50. So I am definitely getting my bang for the buck. Is that right? And I'm getting half off right there, okay? But my merchandise subtotal is only $18.75. So I'm not taking advantage of the shipping. So what you want to do is you want to put other similar priced items, so probably DSP, because DSP is around $12.50, or items that are not part of the sale into this order. So let's say I ordered 2 of those, and why can't I order 2 of those? Why? Okay, well, let's see what it does here. Okay, so it took half there. So let's go back and see what happens if I add 2 of these. 1, 2. Okay, add to cart. And view cart, and voila, it has taken it off too. Okay, so you can place this order. You'll do DSP, and you'll do items that are not on sale if you have any of those. You can add embellishments, but then you're not taking advantage of the sale because you're going to get the half off on the embellishments. So I ended up placing 6 orders to maximize the discount, but it totally worked out, and I didn't pay any extra in shipping. So it was really cool. And now it's showing me my rewards balance. So you could even add that as well. Just realize that when you take the balance down with the rewards, then you're going to be paying, you know, probably the $7.95 shipping. Does that make sense? Any comments, any questions? I don't see, is anybody out there? I don't see anything. Okay, so let's try embellishments now. So I'm going to take these all off, and I'm going to go back, and we're going to go to ribbon. So let's do ribbon. Okay, so this is $8.50, and again, let's do 2. Okay, so 2 ribbons. 2 ribbons. 2 ribbons. What happened? Okay, did it add to cart? I think it did. Okay, so now we're gonna go back and we're gonna look for a suite that has ribbon. This one. Okay, so Beautiful Gallery, the one that we're gonna be talking about today, has some ribbon. It's $9.50, so it's close. So let's do 2 of those, add to cart. Okay. And then let's go to the cart, and you see it's taken the discount off of 2. So you're getting the basic beige, it's more expensive, $9.50, and then it's taking the discount on the $8.50, and you're getting 2, so it's $8.50. So I hope this makes sense that you're gonna be splitting this up into different orders, and you're gonna want your sale items to be similar in price so that you are getting the best discount. So that's number 1, your sale items are similar in price. Number 2 is you want this merchandise total to be around $75. I think 72 works too. What's 72 times 11%? I don't know. I don't have my, oh, I do have my calculator. Okay, so let's look. So $72 times 0.11 equals $7.92. So that's the perfect number to hit, $72. So if it's below $72, you want to add something to it, or you, yeah, basically you want to add something to it. So either more sale items around the same price point, or cardstock or envelopes or adhesives, or just something more that you can put. So let's see, I bought 2 bundles this morning, and we'll be following up later to get the matching paper. Exactly. So bundles, I didn't do bundles. I should have done bundles second. So suites first, get the suites that you want first, because if anything goes into back order on the suites, then the suites will not be available. And I think the suites is where you get your most bang for your buck. I mean, it does even out, but then you might have potentially more shipping if you're dividing it up. Hopefully that makes sense. And then bundles are next. So if you, like, I ordered the kintsugi, the inspirations, what's it called? Something inspirations. And then I ordered the celebratory sips as my half off item in the bundles. And then I threw on an extra item that I wanted that was not in the sale to get me to the, you know, $72 to $80, so that I was, you know, paying a little bit over the $7.95 shipping. So I was using the 11% shipping. So I was getting my money's worth on the shipping, and I sent that order in. So I did an order with the suite, 2 suites that I wanted, an order with the bundle that I wanted, an order with the DSP that I wanted, an order with the embellishments that I wanted, and I can't remember what the other 2 are. But hopefully that makes sense and helps you understand how this is working. Just if you have any questions, go ahead and post them or contact me, and I can explain it some more. but that is how the sale is going to work. So hopefully that is helpful. Okay, let's see. Any other questions? Okay, good. Okay, so now we get to the main event, and I did not leave myself much time, so sorry, but I'm gonna be a little bit quick. We're doing the beautiful gallery, which has two bundles, double bundles. So gallery blooms and beautiful motifs, and of course I left the dies over at the cutting area. I'll grab those, but we have the beautiful gallery DSP. It's 6x6, and basically it looks like an art gallery on paper, and you could just frame this paper. It's super pretty. And then the dies have this frame, and see, these are all the different papers that I want to use, but I don't want to cut. I'm gonna have to make some 6x6 cards. And here's a couple of the cards that I've already put together. So here's one using the paper and the everyday arches, and then I stamped in Mossy Meadow, stamped off to get a little bit of that there. And then I added a little bit of the peach pie. And then these are actually the Timid Tiger flat pearls, but I thought they looked pretty close to the peach, so I added those and did the thank you sentiment. And then this one, very simple. I used the die. That's a partial die, so it cuts partial, so it just does the part of the leaves there. And I did some splattering. I stamped this pattern stamp here off and then stamped on it to make it look more concentrated along there, and added some of the cloud cover flat pearls too. And then this one, I used the embossing folder that's part of the suite. And then the dies, the paper, some more of the dies. I stamped this in the Secret Sea, and then I colored it a little bit with the Secret Sea and added some Wink of Stella. Let's see if you see any of the bling. Kind of hard to see. And added some twine and some embellishments. So now I have a couple cards to show you that one of them I started making and I was gonna have it done, but I didn't complete it. So you get to watch me complete it. So this is a 12 by 5.5 piece of Mossy Meadow. And basically I scored at 3 3/4. And then I scored at, let's see, 1/4 is 4, so 8. Okay, so this is 4 inches, this is 4 1/4, and this is 3 3/4. And the frame fits perfectly on the 3 3/4 part. And then you could close this in several different ways. You could do a magnet there, you could do a belly band, you could do a ribbon, but I decided I wanted a different sentiment than the ones that were in the bundles. And so the more messages is perfect because it has many sentiments. Let's see, set of 1. That doesn't tell me how many stamps there are. Okay, so, but it is one stamp. So it comes like this. Comes like this. So already together, and then I use the Stamparatus for large stamps. So I just put my paper in there and stamped it. And then here's the die. You just line it up and it cuts all of them out. And then you just pop them all out. Isn't that cool? Da, 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 da. Let's see. Okay, and then you can pick any sentiment that you want here. So I already stamped thank you for everything inside. I stamped these on Very Vanilla, and I stamped this on Very Vanilla and kind of made my own DSP as a reflection of this DSP, and then added one of the frames and this flower. So you could do several sentiments. So you could do, you know, I adore you, lots of love, You could do, this one didn't quite make it, got chopped. Okay, you could do, go happy birthday on one. You could do you're the absolute best. And you could do a Velcro or a magnet closure there. Let's see, good luck, time to celebrate, miss you, you're simply incredible. I like that one. Hi there, you can do anything, way to go, thanks. This to me looks like thanks a lot. Hello, oh happy day, hooray, and note. Okay, so then you can put all these in a little baggie or like in a little one of these, and then let's go ahead and dump those and then save them to use for other cards. So we might come back and use some of these. So I like the you're simply incredible, I adore you, lots of love, maybe, and thank you for everything. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so we're just gonna add on our sentiments. So we'll do some mini dimensionals here. And then I've got a couple more ideas for cards and using these really cool frame dies. So I think I adore, which one was first? Yeah, I adore you was first. And then we'll do lots of love. I don't have nails, so I just broke that one. Okay. And then I adore you and lots of love. Ta-da. And then you're simply incredible. Do that on the front. Got a couple of these left. So we'll add this right here. Okay. And then I'm just gonna put it right there. Uh-oh, those show. I don't want those to show. But actually, it kind of looks cool with those showing with this because it has the same little tail. Oh, okay, that works. All right, and so simple yet not quite so simple, but just a different fun card. It's going to be a really nice thank you card. And if you wanted to, you could even have, you know, if you wanted a lot of people to sign it, you could make these two both very vanilla and then have people sign them. But this is just from one person. It's just from me. Okay, so that's that one that I did with the more messages. And now it's sticking to everything. And then the dies, I'm just gonna stick the dies in here for now so I don't lose them, because that's a high likelihood. And we're gonna do this card here. I love this paper so much. That is just gorgeous. Okay, and we're gonna use some of these, and I also have some of these dark pieces that my cat Pepper was playing with. So we'll decide what we want to use here. And then I also have some light pieces that I think I want to use. And I've stamped a couple of light pieces too. So that, okay. And then this one kind of goes the opposite way. Okay. And then, or maybe this one. Yeah, I think that one's better. And then maybe something a little heavier at the bottom. And then where did these go? C. Okay. Yeah. Maybe not that. So these are all the pieces from the dies. There's 2 sets of dies. I think this is kind of nice. So, okay. And there is this piece too. And this little piece. Okay, so we have lots of little pieces here. Okay, now let's try to get rid of those. And we'll do white, and we'll do the secret C again. And let's do this flower. Let's see if I have another piece of paper that will fit so that I can use this for the other one. So this should fit, okay. And do that. That turned out very nicely. The secret C, it's growing on me. I like it. I don't know if that's good or bad. And then we'll do this. See if we want to use this. And try to tuck it up here. Okay. And then like on the other one, you could use a blender pen or a water painter and just pull some of that color that's already there up, and that will make a really nice subtle coloring of the flowers. So I really like that. So I'm doing that again. And I should really be pulling the other way. Okay, and then we'll do this one. See how subtle? Very pretty and subtle. Hopefully you can see that. It's very subtle. Okay. Ding. And then we're gonna do the mossy meadow, just a tiny bit for the leaves. Just a tiny bit. Okay, a little bit more, not so wet. Okay. There we go. And color this in, give it some more color. There we go. Okay, super pretty. Okay, so now we've got this and this to cut out, and I'm gonna do something a little bit different here. So let me think for a moment the best way to do this. I'm gonna do a little bit of okay, so I'm gonna add the DSP. Oh, it opens the wrong way. Oh, I'm glad I checked that. Okay, so I want it to open this way. And let's see. I think this one might work. It's already got adhesive-y stuff all over it, so see if I can use it. But I gotta get some of it off because it's right next to the edge. And let's see if this fits on here. It's a little bit too long, but you know what? We can trim it. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that down. Okay. And we will trim this. Okay. And then sticky. We'll add this piece here. So I'm just gonna trim. This one and this one. And probably this. And then I want to put something on the edge of that. And I'm hoping that they have one of the back sides that is kind of bluish. That's that could work. That could work. This is kind of grayish, it's brown, and then that, and then I thought there was one that was kind of bluish. Like, okay, so we'll use that other one that we saw that was like the cloud cover color. This one, I think that one's gonna look good. Okay, so we will do like an inch of this. And we're gonna put it in the inside. So we're gonna do 1 inch. Okay, and then to get 5 1/4, we're gonna go to 3/4, maybe in betweensies. Okay, how are we doing? Hi, Daryl, thanks for watching. And we're just gonna add this inside so it gives us a little bit of a contrast here. And we'll go ahead and add white inside too. So we'll need to trim this down as well. And let's go ahead and do it to 3 3/4. This one I don't cut as much. Yeah. So 3 3/4, so we can just have a little bit left. And let's see, how much do I need to cut off? Just about that much, I think. And then we can measure that. Okay, I think we're good. Pretty similar. And so let's attach this inside, and then maybe we should do a little sentiment before I close it. And we have celebrate, another thank you we could do. How about thinking of you? We'll do thinking of you. Okay, so thinking of you in Secret C. We'll put it up here. And then we'll do a little bit of cloud cover. So as you may have heard, the cloud cover ink pad, the ink reacted with the chemicals in the foam pad, and it turned out gray. So the ones that I bought are all gray. So later on, I'm gonna wash them all out and try with the new reinker. But I just basically took one of my ink spots and re-inked it, and it's perfect. So that's what I've been using. So let's see here, what should we do? I think I'm gonna do this one. And it looks like I need to clean it. Yeah, the Secret C is very, very nice. Oh my goodness, what time is it in Australia? Is it early morning there? You're up late or early, whichever. Okay, so ink all this up. La, la, la. And then I'm gonna stamp off, so let me grab a scrap paper. Scrappy paper. Okay, and then actually I still need it because I'm going to stamp off the side here. Just kind of, ooh, it looks watercolory. Okay, I might stamp it again down in the corner, but let's take a look and see what this looks like. I think it looks good. I think I should just leave it like that. Okay, so now we can put this on the inside of the card. Okay, and then this is going to go on the other side. I noticed it is a scooch longer, so I'm just gonna trim a tiny bits, just a tiny bits. And I'm gonna flip it this way so that I can see the edge here. And there's our nice little bit of paper there to hide this. Okay, now let's get organized again. So I've got this piece and this piece and probably some of those pieces. And then we're gonna cut these two pieces. So I'm gonna get my little mini boho machine. It's so cute. And my little mini plates here. Oh, those are brand new. Okay, we'll do that. All right, so let's do this one first. And let me grab the dies because I left them over here. That die and that die and this die. So these are all the dies. So this is that large one that I just had. This is the one on the card that came out a little bit like that. And then this is this one right here. Very nice. And then these two are partials as well. So I have those two to show on the next card. And then that is one of the die sets. And then here's the embossing folder, Damask Designs. Very cool. And then we have this is the Gallery Blooms. So it cuts out all the images, plus it has all these extra pieces and the frame, which is super cool because it cuts out 2 frames and a rectangle for you. So you get all of those in one cut. Whoops, I needed that. Okay, so let's grab this one right here. And we're just gonna place it right on there. And then offset this. Ooh. And then get this going. Ooh, shakes everything. And then we've got this piece right there. Okay, put that back on. And then got that piece. Okay, and then I just wanted to cut this piece and just kind of see what that looked like if I wanted to go with a simpler flower look. Okay, offset this and start rolling it through, and then as soon as it bites the die, then I can put my hand on top and run it the rest of the way through. And then we're done with Mr. Boho for now. And then I can use those little scrappy pieces for something. And then we have got our pieces here. Okay, so let's assemble all these little pieces. Throw away. Okay, so I'm gonna use a little bit of liquid glue. So I'm gonna get my silicone mat out so that I don't make too big of a mess. And I'm just gonna dot, dot, dot all the way kind of down the middle. Okay, and we're gonna put this partially off the side here. Just a tiny bit, like that. Okay, now let's see. We can do this. We can do some of this. I'm kind of thinking maybe this with some little pieces of these. Like up here, maybe up there like that. And then we can do a little sentiment. Let's get a little scrappy piece and then we'll put sentiment on it. So that said thinking of you. So what else could we say? Or we could just leave it. Another thing we could do is to just highlight and spotlight it like that. I think a bigger one would look better. And then it'll give more contrast. I think I like that idea. Oh, I got it all sticky. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. I'm going to put a rectangle or a circle on the edge, and that will highlight these items a little bit better and make them stand out more. So probably something like this. And then we can go like that. And then we can pop this up. And we can pop this up too. Then I can add all those inside. So I need a new sheet of dimensionals. Okay. My poor nail. Okay, let's see. So like this. Yeah. Okay, so we'll do it kind of sideways there. And then I think I'll save those because I don't want to use those. And we'll save these. And I'm just gonna use some of the cloud cover ones. I'm just gonna kind of stick them in there. So let's get the mat. Where did I put the mat? And then we could do this one, and this one. Okay. So we're just gonna stick a couple of these in here. So we'll start with this one. We'll tuck that in kind of over here. Okay. And then this one. And let's put this one. Okay, so this one, we're gonna put it down towards the bottom over here. Kind of layer that a little bit. And then this one we'll put up here at the top. Let's see if I can stick it down in, or if something's gonna, one of the dimensionals is gonna block me. But I'm just gonna go ahead and leave it sticking out a little bit. If it will stay, or maybe I will trim it. Let's go ahead and trim that a little bit so we can tuck it down in a little bit further. But I'm gonna add back more glue. Glue, 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 glue. Yes. Okay. So, come on. There we go. Right about there. Okay, and then it's stuck, but I think I want to add dimensionals to this side right here. And just kind of maybe not quite hang it off so far, but just a little bit right there. Okay, and then we're going to find a sentiment. We already did thinking of you, but maybe thinking of you. What else would go with thinking of you? You are always on my mind. That's a song. I'm here for you always. I should have done it the reverse though. Thinking of you, and then I'm here for you always. Okay, hello. We could do hello. Is it me you are looking for? Okay, celebrate, just a note. You've been on my mind. We could just do hello, thinking of you. Okay, hello, hello, hello. Hello. And Secret C. Do, do, do. And okay. And we'll have that go maybe to about there. And let's see. Tuck in here like that. Or I don't want to cover all of my pretty stuff that I just put in. No, I think it's better down here at the bottom. I think it's good like that. Okay, we'll add some dimensionals. And then I had a couple more cards, but I'm just gonna finish. And then we're gonna do Secret C pearls. I love these pearls so much. Pearls, pearls, pearls. And get, or should I do cloud cover? Oh, this is hard. That looks crooked. Nah, Secret C. We'll do one over here. And then we can do one kind of up here. We can do one over here. Lovely. And then we can add some ribbon. Definitely on an embellishments ribbon kick. So I have my little tool and we've got this 4-pack. I think, I hope this is still current. And right here, I'm gonna go around 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And then we will cut this about right there. And then I have a video on this on my YouTube channel called How to Tie a Bow. And I show you how to make this little bow tie helper and how to use it in multiple sizes. I don't think I did that right. Okay, let's try again. Okay, so this goes like this goes through and under and over, and then this goes through here, and then we tie it. Okay, that seems, I think that's better. And I'm just gonna tie it again. There we go. That will be very secure. Bow, bow, bow. And then I'm just gonna kind of ruffle these up a little bit. Ruffle them up. I gotta figure out how to make them like different sizes. There, so they don't look quite so perfect. And then dimensional, stick that right on a dimensional, and we can put that right there, and we can cut our ties so they're not too long. And there is our very, very lovely, call it offset card. Oh, I love that paper. I love these colors. So, so pretty. You could put a glue dot there and tack that down too. Okay, do we have time for one more real quick? Should we do one more? I had one more. Actually, I had more than one more, but I wanted to play with this one a little bit here. So this is the die that I was talking about, these two. And I think, are they the same or are they different? Let's take a look here. Oh, so I did 2 of these. This is similar. It does a scrolly thing and it doesn't cut all the way out. So it's a partial. So those are similar. And then let's move this aside. And I have a whole bunch of these cut out in different shapes and colors. So I think I want to do some Secret Sea ones. Oh, that looks kind of cool. That would be kind of cool. And then cut those edges and put something in. But I wouldn't want to use Lost Lagoon. I don't think that works as well. And then I have a whole bunch of these cut out and ready to be framed. So I might do Secret Sea on that one. I think that looks kind of nice with the Secret Sea. Okay, but let's see. What did I have planned for this one? This is kind of a corner piece too, but 2 corner pieces? No. La, la, la. Okay, let's do different ones. So we've got that. They're just not leaning both the same way, so it looks strange. I don't know if I want to do Mossy Meadow unless I put it on Mossy Meadow, and maybe that will help connect. But I don't like cloud cover in Mossy Meadow. So maybe I'll do a dark gray would be good. Dark gray. Okay, I'm gonna think about this card a little bit more. I'd hoped that I'd had all the elements ready, but I don't quite have them ready. So I'm gonna work on this and then I will show it to you next time, or I will post it because I wanted to show you how really pretty this piece can be. But I'm gonna cut out another gray one. Okay, so then I get to move on to one of these. So here is a frame in Very Vanilla. And I have all these cut out to be 3 by 4 3/4. And so we could frame, you know, any one of these. Look how pretty. And since these are 3, you can get 2 out of them, because I think this is the same piece right here. So you could do this, or you could do this. So this is going to be hard for me to decide what to do. I kind of like that one. That one's okay. That one's kind of fun with the peach. Peachy peach peach. What do we think of the peach? Let's look at some peach. Woo! That's too crazy. Oh. What about Mossy Meadow? Mossy Meadow would work. Okay, so maybe Mossy Meadow. I think this is the other side. I kind of like the other side too. See, I knew this was going to be a hard decision. Because there's so, oh, yeah, I like that one. Yep, that's the one. Okay, so I have a whole bunch of frames that I will use for these, because I'm just going to make a whole bunch of cards, thank you cards like this. So I cut out some frames for another card and I used the smaller frame. So now I'm going to use the larger frame for all of these. Okay. Oh, I had 3 more cards to do. I had a lot. And again, for this one, we're going to offset. Oh, you liked it on the peach? Okay, let's look at that again. Did we like it on the peach? Oh, I don't know. Actually, okay, let's sit there for a minute and see what we think. Okay, so let me go, because I had one ready, and I just need to go. Oh, no, it wants me to sign in. It is so painful when I have to sign in. Okay, so what are we thinking? Are we thinking peach? Are we thinking mossy? Mossy is safe. Looks good with mossy. Peach is interesting. Let's see what you guys think. Do you like the peach? Or should we play it safe with Mossy Meadow? Let's see here. Da-da-da. Where did it go? there it is. Okay, so that one, that one, that one. Yeah, I think that one would be good. Okay. Mossy. Yeah, let's do the mossy. Okay. And I need one that opens the other way. I have a lot of odd sizes of things, so none of those are correct. So I gotta go get another one over here. Let's see. And let's cut this in half. Okay, so this is what I wanted. And then I'm going to actually fold it this way, and I'm gonna fold it in half again. Yes, we're doing a Z fold card. Doo-doo. Okay, and I think it's gonna be kind of fun because we're gonna offset that too. So I'm just gonna put a little drizzle of glue, or I could do. No, I'm gonna glue it down because that'll just be more secure. So just all around the inside perimeter here. And yeah, maybe I'll figure a way how to add some peach in, but maybe not as like the main color. We can use a little bit of peachy for something somewhere. Okay, sticky, sticky. Okay, and then, you know what would be kind of cool? So you can see the back of that. How can I change that? Okay, I want to put something on the back that's going to look good. And maybe I can do this piece again. This is becoming one of my favorite pieces here. And I'm starting to run out of it. So let's see what other choices I have that I could use that would look cool. This one might look cool. I have several of those. Or that one's an interesting scene. Not that one. But here's the one that I used. Oh, there's the blue one that I was looking for earlier. And then that's that one, scene, brown. I don't know, I just don't like brown anymore. It used to be my favorite color, green and brown. But now it is not. Okay, tan. Tan. Well, I'm not using these for sure. And I'm thinking no on these. And this one, I love it. This one, no. So I'm thinking maybe this one will go in the back. Okay, so this is 3 5/8, 5 5 1/4. So trimmer, 3 5/8, 3 1/2 5/8, and then 5 1/4. So that's 3/4 left. So hopefully my measurements are good because I just want to put this on the back so it doesn't look quite, so bad. Okay, so we're gonna just trim a little bit more off. So I do have a tiny bit of an edge all the way around. Just a tiny bit of an edge. Okay, that works. So we will put this on to hide the back of that one. Ugh, make it look prettier. and it'll also give more support to this piece. Ta-da! Okay, so we've got that, and it's gonna go over here, and it's gonna be flat. So let's go ahead and put the adhesive over here, since I know this is where it's going. Just a little bit in the middle. Okay, and sticky. And then there we go. Okay, so we've got that. Now we are gonna use my favorite piece behind here, because I think that works well. And I'm just gonna use an inch of it. Don't I already have an inch somewhere? I think I already used it. So we'll just do an inch. An inch. Okay. And then 3/4. And then Very Vanilla. I had some Very Vanilla somewhere. Okay. Very Vanilla. I should have done beige. Okay, get that out of the way. And Very Vanilla, I might have to go get another piece of it so that it will look like that. I think that will look good. And then we can do, what do we want to do here? Sentiment? I think a sentiment. But I think I want to stamp it on the DSP, on one of the DSPs. Maybe on this DSP, since I already cut it out, okay? Or this DSP, that's kind of short. Let's see what that looks like. And then I can find more here. This one's a little bit longer. So I could do something like that. Or, yeah, I've got a couple of pieces. So don't throw away your scraps. You can always use them somehow. Okay. Oh, I think that's another piece right there. So I have quite a few pieces I could use to stamp. I mean, we can stamp in Mossy Meadow. And we can do Celebrate, we'll do Just a Note. We haven't done that. Just a Note. I don't really like those or this. I like this one a little bit better. Sorry if my head gets in the way. Oh, that's terrible. Should not waste DSP like that. Okay. There, that's better. Okay. Okay, let's see. I'm just gonna slant this a little bit and this a little bit, and then we'll just put that right there. I think that will look nice. Just nice and simple. And then we're gonna do a Very Vanilla piece here with this attached to it. And I think that's gonna look really nice. And I had a piece somewhere, there it is. Maybe. I think this is too short. This is 5, but we can fix that. So this is 8.5, and I want 5.25. So 3 would be 5.5, and then a quarter, so 1 1/4. Okay, hopefully this is right. Yes, yes it is. Okay, and now we just need 4. Gotta do the backward measurement sometimes because this only goes to 4. I wish it went to 6. I wish they would make more. Actually, I didn't need to do 4 because I have this piece. That's fine. Okay, so let's add this piece on. And we're almost there. There's just so many fun things that you can do with this suite. I hope you have learned some fun ideas and enjoyed watching. I hope the explanation that I gave about the sale is helpful. You can probably stamp a sentiment or something there, just a note. I think I'm just gonna leave it plain. So this one's gonna be just more simple. Just gonna flip it this way. Okay, but we did a lot today. So we made this card, and we made this card. Love this one, so pretty. And then these are cards that I made earlier, these 3. Okay, and then this one I finished up as well. Okay, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this and got some good ideas for using the beautiful gallery suite. It is gorgeous. It is part of the sale. And as far as I know, everything is currently available. So you just can go check that out online. If you have any questions about the sale or how to best place your order, just give me a call and let me know, and I can walk you through the order and help you so that you maximize your savings and that you maximize your shipping costs. Well, not maximize your shipping costs. You use your shipping costs wisely. You know what I mean. So the sale runs through this whole month, and it's a great sale because so many products are in suites, and you can get the second one half off. So make sure you check everything out, and then put like things with like on your orders. So like I said, start with suites, and you just do the suites on the order, and then if you want bundles, you put them on a different order, and you do your 2, 4, 6, 8, however many bundles. And then DSP, same thing. Embellishment, same thing. And then throw things on to try to get it to $72. 72 is the magic number, 72. And that way you are paying the 11% shipping instead of the $7.95. Because if you're paying, less than the if you have less than $72, you're still going to be paying the $7.95. So hopefully that makes sense. Okay, thank you guys so much. I appreciate you. And next week we'll be doing Escape. Okay, there we go. We will be doing, forgot to look it up. Sorry, I'm taking a quick look here. Oh, I have it on search. That's why I don't see my schedule. Oh, Florals in Bloom. So I think that's the catalog suite with the 2 bundles. So that one is amazing, and there's a lot of fun things that you can do with that suite. So I'm going to show you some amazing things that you can do with the suite and some creative things. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your evening and great rest of your week, this first week of June. Again, if you have any questions about the sale and how to best maximize your savings, text me, email me, call me, and I would love to help you so that you are not only getting the maximum savings, but you are also using the shipping cost to the best advantage. How about that? All right, thank you guys, and I will see you next Tuesday.